Hello and welcome to Potg the Geeks. You join us for another unboxing video. Today we're going to be unboxing and building the new Necromunda stuff from the House of Iron. We also have the Zone Gang Stronghold. This will be in a separate video, but it has just arrived today as well, so I want to show you. This will be in the next video coming, so if you want to see that, hold on. But today, and for now, and in this video, we're going to be doing the House of Iron Orlocks. So we have, I do have the dice on the way, but they're not here for this video, unfortunately. We have the Gang's Tactics cards, we have the new models, which we'll be doing after we look at the book, and we have the House of Iron book here, which is cool. Obviously I haven't even looked at this yet, so I have no idea, because it's still sealed. So this is going to get opened.
You get like new book smell as well.
The new book smell, I love the new book smell. Got high off it. New book smell. So, as usual, as we're going to expect, we have the Necromunda map and Necromunda Prime. And then we should have a load of cool stuff about the House Orlock. House of Iron. Lords of the Wastes. So these are the guys that are very much like a biker gang / Mad Max looking. I do quite like the Orlocks. Can I always have. House Orlock timeline. War in the Wastes. So they do a lot of their actions in the Wasteland as well, which should be interesting because you never used to get to see anything like Necromunda unless you adapted it and went into like the Ash Wastes and used the old Ash Waste model and stuff like that. And house structure. Let's see what else we've got. All families. This is going to be some good reading. I really like the Necromunda books.
They are they're well set out, actually.
I think they're really well set out. I think the Trump codexes.
Oh, easy.
Even the army books, tomes. I just really like the Necromunda ones. House territories, house enclaves. Gangs of Legend. Sons of Iron, Iron Skulls, Sump Dogs, Ashtown Angels, good names. Mine are the Regulators, so.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they? Cool.
Promethean County Regulators, that's my gang. House Orlock gang list. So this is the real meat of the new gangs. The same kind of things that's in the box, which is good, I like that. And then we have Orlock Road Captain, so that's the official new name of a gang leader, is the Road Captain. So definitely a Mad Max feel to it now. The Road Warrior.
Yeah.
This is cool. And then what have we got? Orlock Road Captain equipment list. So we've got a whole load of equipment. I imagine there's some new stuff in there. Mastercrafted. Shotgun, what have we got? Shredder ammo. I really just want to sit here and read through this. I won't. Guys, don't worry. Zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better what I'm looking at, hopefully. But yeah, I'm going to have to get my own gang list out and compare this to my own gang list. Like I did with the other two, the Ashes and the Goliaths. Because obviously I'm going to put some of these new models in my gang as well. Some of my older gang is going to get shifted out of the way probably. Start a new gang. Very good. And then we have the Road Sergeant. So that'll be the champion. Yep. An Orlock Arms Master. So that's the other version of a champion. So I think that'll be the one that's in the box, isn't it? Arms Masters.
Orlock Arms Masters and Wreckers, yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a dude with a hammer, which we'll get to see later in this video. I really, really want to have him in the game.
It does look a nasty piece of work.
Orlock Wrecker Prospects. So those are the guys with the jump packs that are in the grav shoots. Are they grav shoots or jump packs? It should say on here somewhere. I would have thought. Unless it's an additional weapon. Wrecker is equipped with a jump booster, including the starting cost. So I think I wanted to know, sorry. I wanted to know you had to buy those packs, so you could have them without the packs, but they're all included in the cost. So they're all going to come with the packs anyway then. You don't have to pay any extra from 55 points prospect. Somebody can basically use a mini jump pack in Necromunda. That's a bit of a strange thought, really. I think there's only like a few fly things in Necromunda, like some of the creatures and one of the spirers used to have wings. Oh, that's cool. Wow. I'll be interested to see how that works. And then we got the Orlock Gunner, who's basically just a ganger. It's actually standard ganger name. Orlock Greenhorn.
Is that like a rookie or something?
Yeah, Juve. And then we're on to exotic beasts and where to find them. Oh, Necromunda. Cyber Mastiffs, that's also in the box, two of those guys. I'd really like to put one of them. They're 100 credits though. Oh, it's like 10% of my starting. When I do a starting gang, that's like 10% of it. It's probably not going to happen. Although when I redid the Goliath, I did put the Summcroc in there, so you never know.
You build one just in case you ever need it.
I'll be building them, and I'll be needing them. It's just getting them in there right at the beginning. So we've got some of the named dudes. Wilcox Wild Snake. Bounty Hunter. And what's that? DO6D K13 Hive Scum. So that's a dog. So you can just literally hire him as a Hive Scum. That's brilliant. I like that. So that dog's like a freelance dog. In other words. Like the littlest hobo book for Necromunda. So it's terrifying. If anyone remembers that series, God, I'm old. Hangers on. So yeah, we got Bullet Merchant, Grenade Monkey. Don't think it's actually a monkey, it's just some dude who's probably carrying grenades around. Prize Fighter.
As you do.
Gang
Carry
out
grenades round.
Someone's got it. It's a grenade monkey. Rogue Docs. Seen some of these in the other box. Ammo Jacks. Yep. So got that. Dome Runners. I need to get some of these models from Forge World. To be fair. And because I've got the squat guy I need to unbox. I've had him for a while. I've been waiting to get some to do like a Forge World type unboxing.
I need to find my dude as well.
I shall look at
Panhead.
it. Yes, the
Wokhead.
Wokhead. I enjoy its calling. Oh yeah. Orlock Lugger, Cargo Servitor. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So it's just like it's a servitor for the Lugger. I'm just look into that separately. And Lethal Pattern Excavation Ultima. It's one of my favourite models. Games I've actually done in recent years.
The Autobots.
Yeah, they're like the mechanical beasties. I like them. Jotun Servitors. They're a good kit. You unbox those. They're now painted. Now we've got Hired Guns. Hive Scum. Hive Scum, look at my lists. It's pretty much the same stuff you get in the other box as well. Which you kind of expect. Now we've got House Agents. just how to use them. What have we got here? House agent. Strong alliances, making an alliance, benefits and drawbacks, all the same stuff. Allies of House Orlock, Guild of Coin, so we can create a Guild of Coin. Also got Fallen House, what's that? Commander's long history is littered with disgraced nobles and fallen houses. Most have faded into the memory, though some remain. Alright. That's another book, I've missed it so far. House of Ranlaw. Tall Quactors. Rebel Lord. House of Ranlaw. Auditing Conclave. Sounds a bit too financial for my liking. And then we have the old House Orlock Favours. Orlock Subplots. All here. Bravado Skills. So imagine these are just Orlock specific skills, speak English or any language is understood. Big Brother. So what's that? Whilst this fighter is standing and active, any friendly fighter with the gang fighter special rule that is within 9 inches and in line of sight, this fighter may use this fighter's cool characteristic. So you want someone who's cool to be Big Brother. That makes perfect sense. And you'll bring it on, basic action, issuing challenges. Guilder's Contacts, King Hit, Shotgun Savant, and Steady Hands. What I'll do, right, we know it. I simply move the book closer to the camera using my manual zoom. And you can pause that and have a look at those funky skills. Legendary names. Unbelievable escapes, impressive leadership, improbable beatdowns, and Orlock terrain, placing gang terrain. So this is the gang, this is like specific to the Orlocks, it's not the gang stronghold, which I think can be used by anybody. There's a living set of rules, so I think you can download those rules actually for the gang stronghold. Then we have Servitor Sentry, Toolbox, and the Road Relic. I just want to do some sort of really Mad Maxy vibe with some cars and stuff for these guys. Because keep going about roads. I want to see some vehicles in Necromunda. That'd
be cool.
Yeah. And when I can see them, then I can get some of the 40k stuff and convert it as well.
Yes.
Specifically, inventing words to specifically come up with a really cool idea. No, I'm really looking at like the Genie Stealers kind of vehicles,
the buggies and
the
stuff.
bikes, the buggies, that kind of thing. That's what really.
Yeah, that feels very Necromunda-y kind of thing.
Yeah, it does.
Very.
We find somewhere to mix them maybe with some of the Imperial stuff. I don't know. I've got to mix and match with some sort of Tauroxes and stuff. Tear the tracks off and put wheels on them. I've always liked the idea of that.
You can't borrow the Tauroxes, those are mine.
Oh, I just might have to steal some from somewhere else.
No.
But yeah, I'd like to see some actual pictures of either conversions that they've done and then with rules, or I'm actually just release some vehicles with the rules, obviously.
Yes.
Road Warrior rules. That's what we want.
Yes. That'd be cool.
Oh. Anyway, I can dream. Then we've got Roblox as a scenario, which fits well into my dreams. Big bar brawl, sounds cool. House Orlock Gangers and Jews. So these are some of the pictures. of the original models, but I do have the original models right here, which I will show you. Probably going to put the other ones together so you can see a comparison of some of the stuff, and you can see my painted dudes. But I've got a harpoon launcher right next to me. Some of these guys. And then we have the wreckers, which we'll see in a minute. Side Mastiffs and the Arms Masters. And colours of face Orlock. I mean, mine are already painted, so I don't colour and paint them. That's cool. Why are that dogs painted? Because we're just in black on the box. That's interesting. I'll have to think about that. I kind of like the paler colour. You can see it a bit better. It looks a bit less like a Doberman though. I kind of like that. Black. Torn me. It kind of looks creepier like this, but I kind of like it.
Albino.
You can proper see the detail on the dog though. Right. And then we have weapons references, which you'd expect by now in your own books. Armour. Everything you need to field the gang in one place. Not spread across millions of different books with their own little chapters. Not that I'm digging at the Space Marines at all, I'm just having a dig at the Space Marines. And there we go. So I saw gang tactics and everything in another glorious book with lots of fluff and flavour and everything that I want to read badly. I want to see if it beats. My favourite book was the Goliath one. So far, I like the Escher one, don't get me wrong, but the Goliath one I felt was a lot better, especially where you could customise the Goliath, so really sort of in depth and take stuff off them and add stuff to them and really sort of get into them and sort of almost like, because the Vatborn and stuff like that, Natborn, Vatborn.
Yeah.
I like that.
That background.
And also your Dogbrins in there, which was an entire new gang. So those two things alone made the Goliath the best so far. But I want to get a good read of that one and see what's in there. Right. Yes. Let's do the models, and then we'll do the cards.
Okay, I'll put the cards over there then.
I want to do the models now. I'm ready. So we'll unbox this. Here is the back of the box for anyone who cares, is interested, or wants to see the colours that are used. There it is. These are the ones to, these obviously mine don't look like this. Let's get it open. You look puzzled. You look puzzled.
Yeah, I'm just thinking where's the clippers for when we come to.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. I do like my clippers.
Yeah. You look a bit lost.
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
Here's the box again with that shiny wrapper. The shiny box. Right. Come on. You Road Warriors. Base. It's big base. Yep. Oh, roll out. Hands out. It's all in place. Should give you that.
I take it you ran out a little baggie to put in.
Looks like it. Let's make sure we've got enough bases. So I presume the dogs go on the 32mm ones along with the champions, and I'm assuming those are for the wreckers. Which how many wreckers are there?
6.
It's 4 wreckers, isn't
Not
it?
like this, is it? Sorry.
Oh no, 2 of them are on the ground now. I was wondering why there's only 3 stands, because only 2 of them are actually flying. Was the flying thing optional?
Maybe.
Because they're all on bases. Oh, it's optional. It's probably good because I absolutely hate these stands. I like the models on them, but it's the faffiness.
Of trying to position them.
And you obviously can't put them on the stand. And I prefer the old slot ones where you can actually just slot them on. I like the fact they're curved, but I still wish they had the pin attachment or whatever.
Yeah.
You could then slot them on. and they could be there until you come in to paint them, take them off, paint them, then stick them on. But because you can't do that, it's not you have to paint them before you can even use the model, because you can't put these on and paint them.
No.
But then doesn't like you even need them.
If you don't, great.
Right, so look at one of these sprues. I believe these are just 2 identical sprues. Again.
Look like it.
Yeah. So there is said sprue, of which you get 2. Yep. Funky monkey. I'm still thinking the grenade monkey, I think. Right. So we're starting with the Cybermouse Thieves. So, I'll pause the video, zoom in, make sure I've got some glue, and I shall return in 1 second.
Do you want a copy?
Okay, so we're back. In the time, that's 1 single second, I've actually compiled a new gang roster for a new starting gang. It's amazing. So, no Cybermastiffs, unfortunately. I tried my best to put one in. There were just too many other shiny things that need to go in there. But I will be having at least one, probably both of these in the gang eventually. So we're going to build both of these guys. We're going to build one version of this Wrecker 1 because that will be in the gang. We're going to build the Arms Master with the Arc Hammer and the full servo because he's going in with a full servo. That's why I couldn't fit a dog in, because he's so expensive. We may as well build this guy because there's no other way really to build him. He looks cool and I'd like to paint him. He might come in, or it might just be a painting project. We're also going to build one of these guys as well, because there will be one and I do want to give him flamer.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to do. So there's going to be 2 models we don't build, which is just another version of the Wrecker and another version of the other Wrecker. So you get to see all the different models, really. Right, let's start with the Cybermastiffs. So we need 51, 52 and 54, which is this section here. And then we need 49, 50 and 53. This is for Cybermastiff 1. We'll also get the parts off for Cybermastiff 2, which is 57, 52 and 54, because they are literally 2 of the same parts according to this, just the different side for the body. Then we have 55 for the head, 56 for the collar, and 58 for the leg. So let's get those bits off and ready to stick together. Okay guys, so we've got all these bits cut off. So we have part 51 and part 52. Those 2 bits should just fit together. I'll get it out of the way and get some glue on this. Okay. Like so. Then we have part 54. Just going to go in there. Yes, I'm using a bit of brass rod because the glues are really thick that I've got. It'll just go everywhere if I put it straight on. Bit of plain there. Move it like that. So we can change the position of the dog a little bit then. There we go. Right, and then we need to put on the collar, which is part 50, and the head, which is part 49. I think these will probably go on at the same time, but it looks like the flat bit goes to the top. Yeah, and you got a little bit of cut out there. You can see that. She'll go on the neck like that, and then that goes onto the body. Just do that.
Just realised I didn't cut out part 55 for the other.
Oh, the other head?
Head, yeah.
Could have a headless dog, I suppose.
You could do.
Feels really creepy. Okay. And we attach this. Oops, and that leg comes straight off. Let's put the head on and worry about the leg in a second. So happens when you rush. Yeah, so that flat bit goes just underneath that chain. Reattach said leg. Yeah, probably best not to do this at this speed. Always let your plastic dry in between. There we go. So now we want to do the other side. And we have another leg. This one, is it going back or forward? Tell on the picture. It's more of a claw this than anything. Looks like it belongs on a raptor, not a dog. There we go. Let's just make sure I got it fully forward. That's on there. That is basically a Cybermastiff one. I'll stick them on the base once all that's dried, because if I put that on there, that'll just fall off the leg. So I'm going to let that fully dry. We'll do Cybermastiff 2. So again, put the two body parts together, which is the same 52, but this time we're 57. No chain on that one. We have 54, which is the same leg. I might have some similar issues. What I might actually do is put on part 58 straight away. And let the two back legs just set. A logical way to do it, maybe. Get that in there. Get that one on there. Come on. Find the spot. Oh yeah, that one's more back. Right, so yeah, that one's in a different position. That's why. That's cool because it's the same leg, so the two bodies push it into a different position. There we go. So I will now attach the head to the collar. Could you make the same dog twice then, if you wanted to? You could, couldn't you?
You could, yeah.
So this one, flat bits, still at the top. So that should go on like that. And then I'll risk it. I'll attempt to put it on. Drum roll. With the back legs falling off. I would advise you give this a good 5-10 minutes to make sure it's set properly. Depending on what type and thickness of glue you're using. Thick glue always has these little stringy bits as well. Another reason for not just applying it straight to the model. Right, there we go. That's Cybermastiff 2. So what we'll do, I'll wait for them to set, glue them onto bases. I can show you them on the base. You use the 32mm ones for these. We'll get the parts off from Wrecker 1. We may as well get all the parts off, so I'll just quickly run through everything we're getting for this one. 48, 45, 47 and 46. And that builds this jump pack, jump booster, whatever it's called. The body parts are 17, 16 and 21, which makes the body. So it's times 2 there. We're all going to make one because literally I don't know how I'm going to arm some of the others. You do have a few little options here. So there's head 15, which I'm going to be using. Also going to be using part 19, which is the fighting knife. I'm going to be sticking on part 26 because one of the first things I'm going to buy for this is a demo upgrade. I do quite like that, but I want to see what it looks like before I stick it on. That's part 22. Not just looks like the knife sheath, knife sheath, I believe. Got part 18, which is like the shoulder pads, and part 20 I won't be using because that's the other knife. What I'm actually going to use is part 24. If I've got that right, or is it the other way around? I've just dated what I've just thought. Is it part 20 I'm using? And part 24 is the... No, I was right first time. Part 24 is the left hand. So left hand will replace part 20. At least it looks like that in the picture. Pictures are sometimes deceiving. So part 24 to replace part 20, so they're optional. Part 25 could replace part 19. So instead of sticking a demo charge on there, I could always put a demo charge in the hand, but she won't be starting with one. So I'll just add that on separately. In fact, I could start with it off the model and put it on later in the campaign, but I will put it on the model, just so it's painted. We have an optional head, which is part 23. I'm going to use 15 for this one. So it should end up looking like this, just sans the second knife. As cool as the two knives look, I do want it to have a pistol. So we'll get all those parts off, and then we shall return in a moment. Hey guys, so we shall start by building the jump booster parachute pack thing. 45, and is this 48?
I think so. I tried to put them both.
So these are, it's like two grooves on the top of the... Let's see if these look like, yeah, the difference is really this sort of like engine part. It's sort of tilted out a bit. So yeah, that side will go on there. Well, you can position this because it's just a like a groove. There's not really any. I suppose you can switch them around actually as well, because I imagine the engine thing moves. I've just got a lot of moving parts. We'll stick that on there. And then we'll get the other one. And we'll stick that on the other side. And then we have the central engine. It definitely looks like one of the early sort of jump packs you see in like NASA testing or something like that. Or some guy like goes like 3 feet in there. Let's get that on there, please. Yeah, I think I've definitely been inspired by that. There we go, that's the jump pack thing. And then the body, that is 17, 16 and 21. That should just simply go together, we hope. Like simple things. Like those Black Seas ships. Oh mercy. If you've seen our Black Seas videos, there is another one coming, which is doing the rigging on the ships. Yeah. Right. There. And that goes on there. There we go, so that is the body. So what we'll do, we'll put everything on and the backpack on last. So the shoulder pads, we shall do them now. And see where they go on. They just fit over like that. Yeah, they do. Now I've got to get them off again. Put some glue on. That bodes well though. They clip on.
That's good.
So they should stay on with some glue on there. There as well. these little stupid stringy bits. I'll put that on that. Like so. Right, and then we'll put on the, where's the demo pack? We'll put the arms on first, I think. So that is definitely the right arm. So that one is 19. And that should just fit in there. Just dip that straight in. And got the gun. She's about 24. In a sort of, yeah, like that. That's what I wanted. And then we have slightly steampunk looking head. Yep. So I'm exactly where I wanted it. This one's the stringy bits of plastic glue. Make sure that's, it starts to want to move. There we go. So that leaves us with these optional extras of this knife holder. Which will go on there if it goes on, I haven't decided. Again, you could leave these extras off, paint them and then stick them on afterwards if you had some issues with how it looked. Oh, maybe the demo pack's a bit big. What does Claire think?
Will it go on the side?
Yeah, just on a leg.
No, it doesn't go on a leg at all.
Does it go on a leg?
No, it goes on a hip.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, up there.
So it's going to cover a leg, is what I meant.
Alright, sorry. Yeah, it does seem quite big for the model, doesn't it, really?
I mean, maybe these loops are what it's
Meant to
in
hang
theory attaching
on
to.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to look like it does. Oh yeah, you could put it on between those. Let's do it.
Go for it.
Let's do it. Shink. Try moving that back a bit. Oh, it is very big though. I feel like maybe it should curve more around the leg or something. What do you think?
It is very big.
No, it's fine where it is, I think. Fine. Not convinced.
No.
That fits on. There's a nice groove in there for that to go on. That's kind of what I needed, like a little groove just to make it fit in better. A little bit of glue on that. Yeah, I'll have a knife. Tear off a bit of fresh glue on that because it keeps moving up. And the reason for leaving this and letting it set properly, which is exactly what I'm going to do, rather than trying to jam on that backpacking and everything fall off. It's happened too many times to me in the past. That. So let's Put that in position though. What I will do though is put this on its base. And she uses one of the 25, 20, yeah, 25? It's 25. Wheel bases. So I'll put her on there. I think. Yeah, so attach to the base, and I'll attach the backpack afterwards, knowing that it's set. The dogs there are on the bases, so I can proper look at those bad boys. They look good. Right, so what we'll do is, in the meantime, we'll cut off all the parts of the arms master one while I'm waiting for it to dry. And then we'll come back, we'll stick her together, and start sticking him together. Job done. See you in a moment. Okay, so she's stuck onto the base. It's a bit wobbly, but to stick the backpack on, literally, we're just going to stick some glue on the areas that join, which is these two parts here and this bit at the back. And I'm hoping that will be enough for that to find its place. That looks good. It's a very cool model. I do like these ones actually. Nice. Right. Well, should we move on to the arms master? So part one is to put the two pieces of the body together, which is 3 and 2. And this will be the same for both arms masters because they both have the same starting parts, if you will. So those two parts go on. Next up we have the massive Mad Max 1980s style shoulder pads. We don't want to drop a big globule of glue on that, we just want to put a little bit around off. Then we can sink this into place, like so. Then we have parts of the servo harness, which is part 10, which goes on there and goes over the leg. So we need to make sure we've got plenty of glue there, and a little bit on the back of the shoe just to put that in place. And then the other side, this one's part 9. I should put that straight onto the, I can't quite tell where this is going to fit on. We'll stick it onto the servo leg. Around there as well, because that's going to go over the shoe. There we go. Find that position. Okay. Part 7 is the arm. You have to get up a bit. That's alright. So, and then part 6 is the other arm. There we go. Like so. Part 1 is the head with all the MacGuffin on, the visor and respirator, which is cool because eventually he will have those things. For now, he's just wearing like some paper mask for Halloween. I mean, it is Halloween as we are recording this, because these guys have come out on Halloween. He's very Halloweeny masky. Unfortunately, we didn't do any special Halloween videos this year. If anyone was looking for them, we apologise. We've just really not had time. Which is unfortunate. I do enjoy doing them. This gives me a chance to play some video games usually as well.
Yeah, it's just been very busy recently.
Yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, part 8, the arc hammer. It is an arc hammer, checked on the back of the box. So there we go, get on there. There we go. And then we have the last part, the servo harness, which is part 5, which is the Potg spinal attachment. That's what I called it before. New glue on. Right. I believe that will go on, not like that, because that's just dropping it and hoping it on like that. And there we go. That's pretty much him made. That was pretty quick. But he does need time to set before I stick him on his base. So what we will do is we'll cut off parts to make the Arms Masters 2. Which is mainly the same parts, but we'll come off and have a look. And we'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so finished, fully servoed, arc reacted, hammered, whatever it's called. Is it arc hammer.
Arc hammer.
With Potg. I mean, they've just stolen all the marble bits, haven't they? Let's be honest.
They have really, yeah.
There we go. Pretty awesome. He's got the Punisher's mask, just to finish it off. Let's pull that down. And let's put the other guy together. So put the two parts of the body together like on the previous one. This should be probably a bit more straightforward even than the last one. But I'm going to put the shoulder pads on. So the shoulder pads are different. They're a bit smaller than the other guys. And on they go. And then we have the arms of the Arms Master. I mean, this guy generally just has a... Well, the guy's got a cool hammer and servo and everything. This guy just got a good attitude.
Good attitude. He's just a general good egg.
He's just a general good egg. He doesn't have any other fancy stuff. All he has to do is point and people do what he tells them. I'm sure it's all to do with this brilliant, shining personality that he has. Nothing to do with the fact they're terrified of him for some reason.
We've got a whole backstory for this dude now.
We need to come up with one. There we go. Sorry, just getting some more glue. Stuff dries up quickly. A little globule on there for the head. Make sure I don't have any on my hands. Be a disaster. Right, It's got a stance like you. Just do it, right?
I'll just brandish my gun at you.
You didn't need to, just point a finger. That's how powerful this guy actually really is. He'll point at you. Alright.
The power of the point.
So we have part 14. Which looks like it goes on though. Glue on. Like so. Then we have this, which is just a chain. I think like just a chain in the same way that you can use as just about. There we go. The guy's done. So let's move on to our last model for this video, which is the other Wrecker, so Wrecker 2. So we'll get all these parts off. I'll actually build this because this looks identical. And then we'll get the rest of the bits. Let's have a look. We'll do some optionals. Yeah, this one I want to build with at least one flamer. It won't be added into the gang straight away, but he will be in the future, so let's do this. Okay guys, so we're back. I've put the backpack together. Now we need to put the body together, which is 30, 34 and 29. So let's do that. Okay. So we have 30 and try to put it the right way around, would always be good. Just me being silly. Shouldn't put anything stuck in those two parts. And then 34 needs to go on. If this is the best way to do this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Should go on there. Like that. Sure, a bit of a weird angle. That's fair. I'm going to put on part 33, which is the shoulder pads. And then I'm going to let it dry before we continue, because that was a that doesn't feel like it's secure. So I need to let the glue do its job. I'll stick it on the shoulder pads like that. There we go. Yeah, even that was. Yeah, so I'm going to let that dry now. So we're back in a moment. Okay, so hopefully it's dried a little bit. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to stick on the arms. So we're going to start with this one. So I put on part 37, which is one of the flamers. So eventually when I do add this guy to my gang, he will have a flamer. I have decided.
I have spoken.
I've spoken. This is the way. What I want to do is get that onto there. And the other arm will just have a knife, which is about 32. They get it done well with numbering on these this time.
Yes, there were actually. There was no issues. You've obviously listened to my feedback.
Yeah.
And thought, oh, we better get these right because Claire keeps finding issues. So.
Damn right.
Yeah.
I'll just put on part 36, which is the optional head. Drink. Like that. Cool. Okay, so again I'm going to let that dry. We have a demo pack. Where does that go on the demo pack actually? That go on this side this time? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it goes on the opposite side. We have this, which is the knife sheath, which goes on the other side. And then we also have part 40. Now part 40 is optional. If you're using the flight stand, you don't need part 40. But if you're having him directly onto the base, you'll need that for him to stand on. So that's this bit down here. So to be fair, what's left I'm just going to stick together off camera and find a base for him, probably that one, and then we'll come back with all the models we've stuck together. And there we go. Hope that doesn't fall off. That's pretty good actually. These wreckers look pretty awesome. So we have the 2 wreckers. We have the 2 champions. We have 2 dogs. Of course, there are 2 more wreckers on the sprue. Just I don't know how I'm going to arm them because you can have them with stub guns and flamers and stuff like that. Plus, there might be some other weapons I might want to graft on there. So that's it for now. I shall show you my previous Orlocks. There we go. That's the colour scheme. Kind of inherited it from the Death Guard, along with... It's like the Death Guard and Iron Warriors had cultists that sort of worked for both of them. That was basically what I was going for. And my leader. Juve. And dude with combat shotgun. Oh, camera, what's going on there? And then we have all the guys who, in my new armour, have just been ousted from the gang.
Aww.
Until I can afford to buy them back. So we have that guy with an Octagon, and this guy with the harpoon. He's one of the champions, so might not see him for a while, unfortunately, because we've got these guys as well now. They're expensive. So in my current starting gang list, which I just set off, we have these guys going off for now. And you, my friend, and these 2 new additions. So 2 in, 2 out. The first thing I really want to buy is a Cyber Mastiff, though. But there we go. So approximately, and this is my rough adding up, which may change when I go to the computer and actually put it in and realise I can't do math. So we have the Road Captain, 105 points. He's armed with an auto pistol and a servo claw, and I think, oh, did I take that off? Mesh armour, I think he's got. I might have to check that. That might be something I took off and haven't written on this bit of paper. There we go. So that's basically what he is. We have a Road Sergeant with a heavy stubber and a maul. We have an Orlock Arms Master. There he is. He is armed with the Narc Hammer and a servo harness, a full servo harness. I say that like I know what it does. I need to go and look that up. We have a Wrecker there with a fighting knife and a stubber. I did originally have dum-dum bullets in there as well, but that'll be one of the first upgrades I buy for the gang. We have a gunner, this guy, yep, with a combat shotgun. We have a gunner with an auto pistol. We have a greenhorn with a sawn off and a fighting knife. And that should come to 1,000 credits exactly, if I've done it correctly. I may not have, and feel free to correct me if you had that up and going, no, it's not the points costs for that. But there we go. So that's what they're armed with to start with. This will be my new starting gang. of a new campaign. So there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, because we need as many people to subscribe as possible to see our videos. And please put a like on the video. It knows that we know that we want to make more videos, so we know that you want us to make more videos if you do that. And if you have in the comments anything you want to say, please do. Keep it constructive, you know.
Be kind.
Be kind. But anything you want to see us do, like if you want to see us play the Necromunda campaign through, we can always play the ones between us.
Yep, we can.
Yep. It's a bit hard at the moment to get people together to play other kinds of games because of reasons that we all know about. So if you want to see play our mini 2-player campaign that we're working on, please put in the comments. Other than that, in the next video what we're going to be looking at is the gang stronghold. You know what I haven't done? I actually showed you the gang's tactics cards. That would have been an oversight, wouldn't it? Let's do that as an end of the video. Before I beg for subscriptions again. Let's do that, because I'm a numpty.
You were getting quite excited there, you just got a bit ahead of yourself.
I got a bit ahead of myself, and I realised just then when I looked over at the stronghold, because I really want to put it together, that's why I'm getting excited, that the cards were sat on top of it, and I've done them. So, alright, so for some reason this is in a different order. We've got all the blanks there. So feel free again to pause this. There's a little bit of shadow on there, sorry about that. Some lighting issues today outside. It goes from being pitch black to being bright sunshine for some reason. But there we go, so hopefully you can see that. That's tough as nails. So please feel free to pause the camera and pause the video. I don't know how you can pause the camera from where you are. I'd be very scared if you could do that. But there we go. So ammo pack. Up close and personal. Seismic surprise. Ooh, that sounds like a really nice, good dessert. Now for the seismic surprise. Protection duty. Showboating. Wall of iron. Grandstanding. Strength of arms. Initiation. Stepping up. Trigger discipline. Bond of iron. Down but not out. Blood Brothers. Boom Boom surprise. That's another dessert.
That does sound like it does sound like a dessert.
That's probably a chocolate dessert. The other one's probably suet.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely sounds like that way, doesn't it?
Quick trick. And what's in a name? What's in a name? What's that one? Player's tactic at the start of a battle. After both sides deploy before the first round. Choose a friendly Orlock fighter in your starting crew to end the battle. This fighter gains one additional Orlock legendary name of your choice. I've got to have a look at what those are. Must be something unique to the Orlocks. Right. Legendary names. There we go. Right. So that is the end of the video. So again, please like and subscribe. And please take care and stay safe. And have a happy Halloween if I manage to get this up in time for Halloween. It's unlikely at this time, but we shall see. If not, I hope you had a good happy Halloween and enjoy the Day of the Dead maybe. It's probably the 1st of November or 2nd or something like that.
First it's normally, isn't it?
Yeah. So thanks for watching.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.